This is Frog Valley Tropical Fruit Farm, and I wanted to talk a little bit about the mycelial network. How you get it, and how you keep it, and what it does. So, below ground in the soil, within the living roots, is a network of fungal hyphae that connects each and every plant. In that network of roots and hyphae, fungal hyphae, is the information and nutrients needed to grow your plant, provide water, provide nutrients. When you don't have this between your trees, you probably don't have a very strong networking system, plant enabling networking system. This is all new information that they're finally figuring out, thank God. And it's how we're able to basically grow this without kind of doing it too much. My biggest problem now is turning on my plant sales shipping person, which I don't even think exists, and going over to that because we just have so much fruit. I'm so sick of mangoes, I don't want to see one for a long time, and we have quite a few left, unfortunately. Well, fortunately, it's a good thing. I guess my problems could be worse. But anyway, so in this living network of roots is life, and pretty much that's what you want for it to work. When in Florida sand, when you have this and then you have a lawn between your trees, it's kind of impossible for the fungi to live in there because of the pH is changed in compacted soil, sand, in a lawn. So it cuts off any chance of success in a organic system like this. Thankfully, we have large old growth trees, native trees, and some large older landscape trees. So the networking system just had to be opened up with management for life, because that's what this is. When you look at all the life that this holds, it's really amazing. It really is. Florida is amazing. And by having a mowed lawn, or if you, I'm going to talk about Florida permaculture practices that seem to be spreading, and what I think of them mostly. I can't really watch other videos because I kind of get sidetracked Generally, when I see all the mistakes they're making, they like to remove everything. So all this green would be taken out. It would just be sand here. Or wood chips. That's another favorite. Or both. So remove everything and then put wood chips down. But usually they just put like 3-foot tall piles of wood chips to kill everything. And that's wiping out your already intact, weak mycelial network that's growing in your compacted soil lawn. It just compacts the soil more where you put it. Sure, people think that adding chop and drop and chop and drop or wood chips is building soil. Yes, if you have a system with living roots in it, because they are the decomposers. That's where they live. They live in the roots. It's the fungi, the fungal network. It's in the roots. So that's how it works. It does not work. Chop and drop does not build soil. The living root builds the soil. So if I mulched all this out and tried to grow here without watering or having to fertilize a lot, it wouldn't work unless I watered and fertilized. It would be like having a lawn. It'd be a little bit better than having a lawn, but not really a lot. Yeah, you can get stuff to grow quick if you mulch it a lot, but that's not what you want. You want slow growth below ground. And the below ground stuff that's there is better than no stuff or less stuff. So recently, somebody commented on the grass and how to reconcile it with the tall grass in Hawaii. They live in Hawaii. I almost moved to Hawaii. I'm so glad I didn't. I'm happy with Florida. Thank you, Florida. But they're trying to reconcile how to do a system like this when they have that horrible monster grass, that super tall stuff that's like sugar cane without the sweetness. And I thought about it, and really what I would do, because I've thought about moving to Hawaii, and what I see they do in South America and stuff, they don't try to fight that stuff. But what I would do is I would start with I would put all my large trees into it. It will clear enough away while you're doing that around the tree to be able to plant like some clumping bamboo and some clumping heliconia and inoculate everything at the same time with microbial primers, fungal dominant microbial primers. So you would use like a static pile compost tea or a earthworm casting and tea, or a well, I guess earthworm castings aren't fungal dominant, but I'm sure they help. In fact, I know they do. And some other stuff, other teas. BD 500, definitely. I would be buying stuff from Josephine Porter Institute and other prep makers in the US. So all that stuff's highly fungal, and I would be incorporating animals. You have to incorporate animals into a system like this. That's just how it works. Ruminants manure will make your fruit trees flower and produce. It's excellent for doing cuttings in. And really, you can't be a farm without animals, I don't think. That's just how I feel. Ruminants especially. Those grass-fed pigs, the kune pigs, would probably work. But I would take these large planting areas in the tall grass that I planted, bananas I would plant there, and I would put fencing around it and then run cattle through there. That's just what I would do. But I've had livestock my whole life. I got my first pony at 3, so having animals is second nature to me, thank God. And thank God I found the zebu cow. So yeah, basically we just have to add small amounts of cow manure throughout the orchard floor year round. Takes about 5 minutes a day. Just cast it, 5 to 20, depending on where I'm at. Takes about a half hour to pick it up. This is a ginger I would plant. I would plant any ginger, like crown ginger, in tall stuff. And yeah, it's some sort of Alpinia ginger, I don't know. It works. It works. If we plant this with our other trees, or a tree, the tree survives. As is the case of this cacao here. It's like, yep. Florida is so beautiful. I see that another mistake people seem to make is they think that cut grass is a good input for their tropical fruit trees. Yeah, cut grass is good, spread evenly all over your whole property, but putting it in big heaps next to in your growing area is just going to favor bacteria rather than fungi. It's going to build soil that favors bacteria if you get it used to that. It's like putting it on a organic conventional diet. It probably works good with bananas and fast-growing trees, but it's not going to build the mycelial network in your trees and in your living roots that a log or a wood chip or a living root would do. Just leaving the unmowed living root and adding more to it would do. Anyway, this is Frog Valley Tropical Fruit Farm, and I just wanted to talk about the mycelial network and the importance of leaving a living root system between your trees to grow healthy trees.